This rusty fishing boat made slow progress against the tide on the final leg of a long trip downriver. But the Sesimbra and her crew hadn't caught any fish. Instead, they were saving people's lives. Up on deck were residents from Mbuzi, a town that's been badly damaged by the floods. The crew began to unload their passengers on a coastal beach, offering relative safety. The babies and the children went first. Many were sick and weak from hunger after days without food and clean water. Their parents were anxious and desperately tired, telling us they'd lost everything they owned to the cyclone.
The river overflowed and broke up our houses, and our pots and plates flowed away. The place where we were living has gone with the water.
We climbed up on deck as the evacuees inched their way down and found a man worrying about the people he'd left behind. He said there are thousands in Mbuzi still stranded on the rooftops.
It was a difficult experience. Many people still need help. They're living on the tops of their houses, like I was. By the grace of God, I survived.
There was nobody from the government or the aid agencies to greet them, and their rescue was performed by volunteers, like the boat's humble captain, who'd taken matters into his own hands. Why did you feel like you had to assist?
We are human beings, that's why we're doing it.
I mean, you could be making money right now. You could be out, you could be fishing, but you're not.
We must put people's lives ahead of money.
They left the beach in Beira in search of food and clean water, holding their worldly possessions aloft. For those injured or ill, there were people willing to help them nearby if they were able to find this field clinic. We are in the middle of the mid-morning rush. This is where the people who are sick and injured, who are hungry, who have lost all their possessions, including their clothes, this is where they come. Although we're not exactly sure how they get here. We're about 1 kilometer away from the main beach. But they are here and they're getting help. And that's a good thing. Medics from the Indian Army treated infected feet and battered shoulders, while the Red Cross handed out cups of soup. For many, it was the first meal in days. We're feeling safe now, said this woman. They couldn't wait any longer and made the decision to flee in a region where vast areas are underwater. It was an act of courage that may have kept them alive. John Sparks, Sky News, Beira.